Hi guys, welcome to TWT channels, and I just want to share with you guys some few experiences that I have gone through for the past years. But just before I start this recordings, I just want you guys to know that I'm not about to tell anybody how to live their life. That is not my business, and that is nobody else's business. That is your own business. But I'm just going to share what I know. So today I just want to talk about the mind that we've been given by our creator. And because for the past 5 years, like, I came across I don't know if it's a secret or like because it's always been around, like, because I went around trying to figure out how I can live like a better life for myself and my family, so that we don't have to keep working over and over and over. So I set out to look for the answers, like how I can do that. See, and the more that I research and started reading about books, like As a Man Thinketh, Think and Grow Rich, like started listening to audios from Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor and so many other people, like James Allen and so many other people. But today I just want to talk to people about the mind. See, the human mind, like whatever we have gained in this life, is as a result of our mind. See, that's what I came to realize. Like, whatever we put our mind to achieve, it's possible that we can achieve it. But in many cases, most people, their mind is the last place that they will go to find answers to whatever problem that they have. They will learn about people and know everything about other people except knowing more about themselves and using their mind. See, I once read somewhere that the human mind is being used less and less every day. See, right now, researchers says that most people use less than 10% of their mind. See, my experience that I have is for the past 5 years, I set out to live a better life. And the moment I did that, I begin to find ways to do that. See, like, and I realized that I actually didn't need money to make the decisions that I was making, but I just need to make the decisions. And once I make the decisions, I'll find ways to make them happen. See, just about a year ago, I talked with my sister about getting me a land so that I can start a farm and maybe buy a house and all those things. And I didn't have the money when I was making that decision. But the moment I told them to ask about the land and like ask for the prices for houses over there, like, I figured out a way to pay for it. So based on that, I begin to realize that, anything in this world that we ever wanted, the first thing that we need to do is the decision. Just make the decision, and when you make the decision, you have to stick with it. See, most people will make a decision, and in about like less than a week, everything goes down the drain. They can't even stick with a decision for like more than a week or more than a month. See, I come from somewhere like in Africa that almost everybody believes that whenever something is not going right, they believe that it's as a result of somebody else doing. But I came to realize that as a man thinketh, so he becomes. See, if you think somebody can make your life miserable. Your life will always be miserable. See, I once read that our mind can only hold one thought. So if our mind can only hold one thought at a time, we should always make sure that we have good thoughts in our mind. See, it's been about 3.5 years now, and when I set out to build a farm, I didn't have the money, but it's been completed in about a year. And when I set out to buy my house, I didn't have the money for it, but the house is bought and paid for and completed. See, I think I begin to realize that it's not having money that is the issue for most people, but making the decisions is what has become the issues for people. Because once we make decisions, you just don't make decisions and be like, okay, yeah, I make the decision, so now what? No, you have to sit somewhere, think, use your mind, write those things down. Okay, this and this is what I need to do with my life. Write them down. See, the life that we live is like a pilot getting ready to fly like an airplane. See, they don't trust everything that they are going to do in their mind. So they always have a checklist. They write stuff down and they go through the checklist and make sure everything is right. And I do believe that that is how human beings should live our life. We have to have a checklist. We have to have a goal. Because the moment you have the goal, you will follow through. But you can't just have the goal and just be like, I have the goal in my mind. No, you have to write it down. Put a date on it. The day that you want to accomplish those things. See, a new year has begun. And most people are going to make a whole lot of resolutions, New Year resolutions or whatever it is. But it's only a few that can stick with those resolutions to the end of the year. See, the problem is not making the decisions too, but after you make the decisions too, you have to make sure you stick with it. See, based on the idea that I don't need the money to make decisions, I'm beginning to live my life that way. So anything that I ever wanted nowadays, I just make the decision that I want it, and I just go after it. Right now, the big decision that I have made is to build a hotel. And I didn't know how I was going to start it, but I asked about the land. And the moment I asked about the land and they told me the price, I figured out a way to get the money to pay it, and it's paid off. And I have that building plan, everything already structured, ready to go. I don't know how I'm going to get all the money to complete it, but I know that I can complete it. See, everything in this world that we ever gain is as a result of using our mind. See, I don't know, most people go through any troubles. Like, they will do anything to prevent them from using their mind. They will turn on televisions, they will turn on anything around them, just so that they can have a distraction in their life and they don't have to worry about their problems. But problems are always going to be there. If you don't pay attention to your life and learn more about yourself and learn what you are capable of doing and what you are not capable of doing, you are always going to be behind. See, I realized that why were people, like most people, just enjoying life? Was the life made just for them, or life was made like, were they just supposed to enjoy life and I was just meant to just suffer? Because I realized that like anybody can be rich, but we just have to figure out the way, like learn from people who have already made it, because that is the only way that you can always make it. You see, like somebody who is planning to like cook some food, maybe jollof rice or anything that they want to cook. You know, the moment you decide, on making that food, you begin to find a recipe for how to make the food. That is the same thing. Uh, that's how you get rich too. Because the moment you make it your business to be rich, you begin to find ways. You begin to learn from people who have already done it. Then you follow through their path. Just don't go and ask somebody else who have no clue about what you want to do. You have to find somebody who have already done something that you want to do and ask them about it or read more about them. Let them teach you how they gain their wealth. Then you follow through their path. It's not easy starting something. But once you start and you make the commitment, I believe that everything is possible to achieve. I hope that everybody will follow this channel, and this is the first recording that I've ever done on YouTube. I don't know how it will benefit people, but I know for sure that there are a lot of people who want to do something with their life, but they don't know how. So I'm going to be trying to go through a series of things that I have learned. I will structure them one by one, based on the boost and the knowledge that I have gained from them and everything that I have made for myself. I will try to explain to people how to go through life and gain whatever they want in life. Because anything that you ever wanted is possible to achieve. See, this is a quote that I learned from Nightingale. He says that never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. Time will just pass away. See, time will always keep moving. It will just pass away. See, most people will think that 5 years is a long time. But before you know it, 5 years will be here. So if you want to do something, just start right now and be patient and build on it gradually. See, most people don't understand the word patient. They think being patient means just sitting around and waiting for whatever you want to come to you. But I have come to realize that being patient is gradually working on your goal until you achieve it. See, that is the only way that we can all get ahead in life. You have to always keep moving. See, I hope people will share this video and like it and follow us through this journey for my farm and the house and the hotels. And I'll also be sending out videos explaining things, how to acquire riches. Because I'm on the same journey. So if I can get a lot of people to follow us through and ask questions, so we can all share ideas on how to gain things. Sometimes it's not by doing it by yourself, but you always have to ask questions to people too. That is the only way that we can find answers. And we have to always keep reading, listening to audios. It's easy nowadays. Everybody has a phone. You can go to YouTube, listen to audios from people who've already made it in their life. See, I believe that we can all be successful. Thank you for watching this video. And in another videos, I'll start explaining the 13 principles of riches, like that Napoleon Hill stated in his book. And I'll go through them one by one as I understand it, and I'll quote a lot of quote from him too, so that people will understand the meaning of how to become rich. We in Africa, we kind of see it to be very, very difficult to make it over there. But I do believe that it is possible to make it in Africa. See, before I end this audio, I just want to tell a story that Nightingale said in one of his audios. He said that there was an African farmer, he heard about stories of people making like a lot of money by finding diamonds on their farmland or searching for diamonds somewhere, and they making it big. See, so one day this farmer got up and sold his farm and started looking for his pot of gold or diamond somewhere else. See, so he went around searching the whole continent of Africa looking for diamonds. And he went outside Africa looking for diamonds and he couldn't find them. So he got tired and jumped into a river and killed himself. Meanwhile, the guy that he sold his farm to one day found a rock on the farm while he was digging. And this guy picked up that rock and asked questions to people like, what is this? See, he asked people questions like, what is this? And they told him that it's the biggest diamond that they have ever seen. It's diamond. You see, diamond do not look like diamond in their raw state. So that's why it is very, very important to ask questions. See, before you set out to go and look for life somewhere else, we have to look at where we are and look around us and see if we can find any opportunities over there and how we can build things with the things that we have before we set out to go somewhere and suffer. Thank you guys, and see you later in another audio.